Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode and a new market update. Today we're going to look at Bitcoin and Ethereum again because, well, it doesn't look that good to be honest. But first of all, let's look at the Fear and Greed Index. It is right now at 32. So there's quite some fear in the markets, of course, because the prices have gone lower and lower and we have not really seen that bounce. Here is the same index, but then covered in chart, and you see that actually since November already, we are just slowly grinding down. And 40 years, it's quite peaky all the times. Like it's really going up and down with the movements of the market. So yeah, don't be surprised if suddenly the fear and greed index jumps up and down again. I do not value this index a lot because of all these spikes. So if we are now suddenly pumping 10%, then you see a big spike up. But it is on a very short term, it could be a good indicator of the certain fear and greed in the market. If we're looking at the price of Bitcoin, to be honest, I do not like what I'm seeing because we had this breakout on the daily chart right here, and we're kind of retesting it, and then you would like to see a move going up. That didn't happen, and now we are kind of grinding lower and lower over this trend line. So as long as we are grinding lower over this line, support and resistance, then at a certain point, I'm afraid we're gonna go down again, and we're going to test the bottom of this support. What you would actually like to see is maybe a rebound, but then going up. And yeah, as long as this is going down, I don't know, guys. It doesn't look that good, to be honest. If we are zooming in a little bit and we're going to the 4-hourly chart, then we just see a lot of sideways action, where yeah, we are not moving a lot, and also the price action is pretty bearish. I will show you later on what I mean with that. If we're looking at the hourly, we told yesterday that this kind of a triangle we broke out. I took the trade. I did not take profit because actually my profit taking was much higher, which I didn't do, and then the trade went down, and now again we're trending lower and lower. I might deleverage my position. It is still open. Actually, I should have closed position, but yeah, on a very short time frame, there were some signals in the market that we might turn around. That constantly didn't happen, and yeah, so right now the position is a little bit underwater. Like I said, maybe I will deleverage it, or maybe today I will take my loss because I don't have a lot of faith then on Friday if there will be a pump, and also there's a weekend. Major traders are closing down their accounts for the weekend, so movements can be a little bit unexpected. So I personally, I don't really like the pumps in the weekend, so that's why. And then on the 15 minutes, what I mean with the price action, and it's mainly more better visible on the smaller time frames. Let me take this away. Is that every pump that we're making is kind of right away being undone by a dump, and the dumps go faster with more volume. And for the pumps we need much more time. So here we had the attempt that didn't work. We completely went down, undone it completely, even went lower, and then we kind of tried again and down, tried again and massive down, and then we finding support on this level. I will zoom out later on in 1 hour so that you can see it much better. Then we need a lot of hours to go up, and then like 2 big red candles to undo the pump for half. Then we're trying again, and again we're going down, and you see this tiny pump and down, tiny pump and down, and so it's just pretty negative. So far on the 15 minutes, and the current support right now, if I zoom out a little bit for BTC, you see we're kind of in this channel right now. It's not so super exciting. But this is kind of where we're trading in, and this support, that's what we draw already earlier, will be 56. So far we are holding it, which is a good sign. So before this, kind of the 53 was the 52, 53 was the support. We went up, we flipped it, and now the 56. So what you actually want to see is a move up to 60, break the 60k, and then go higher, and then the 60k level would be the new support. So far that hasn't happened, and to be honest, so far it also doesn't look like it will happen anytime soon, just because price action is so slow and so bearish. So yeah, be very careful. And this pace, I wonder when we hit the 100k, it might take a very long time. On Ethereum, the daily chart, we have went up. I said yesterday we're gonna go up 5 consecutive days. At that time of the recording, it was still green. Quickly after that, we went down south, because if we zoom in on the hourly chart, I said yesterday, hey, this is kind of looking a bit like a bullish divergence, where we are going up a little bit in price and then we are breaking down, and I think really within 1 or 2 hours we just broke down and now we're kind of waterfalling down. This so far looked actually really good in the last few hours, and again here you see how weak price action is at the moment. We're going down, going up, going down. This looks like a perfect W pattern, right? Because you're going down, this is a little bit lower than the second wick, so the second wick is a little bit higher, and then we would have this beautiful W pattern where we would break out, and then the wick is then right away at the top. That would be around 46. We broke out and right away we dumped again. So again, that just shows how weak it is and what kind of price action we have right now. Another example that you see here is we are going down in 2 hours, and we need in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to get completely up again. And it just shows that we need much more time to undo these dumps, and that is just a lot of signs of weakness in the market. So yeah, if we don't turn around fast, then we might see much more downwards action. For ETH, if we are looking at the pump that has that we had, then usually, let me take this away because that was the bull flag that played out perfectly. Then usually, if we use the FIPS, we can see a retracement, right? And if I put it here, I think this is pretty good. Then we retraced all the way kind of until the 38.2, which is usually not the level where we're going to retrace to. Usually it's the 61 level, 61. So that would be among the 42, 4300. And that would also kind of coincide then here with the support. If that happens, that means that we have still quite a ride to go. Another 5% from the current level. So yeah, that is quite a lot, and we already did 5, almost 6%. So hold on for that. Yeah, to be honest guys, I think this might drop a little bit lower, because this was kind of the only pumper in the last few days, and now it's just kind of retracing. And you just see also all across the board, this was turning slowly more and more green, and I also said yesterday I expect it to be more and more green until we just start dumping, and pretty much everything has been sold off. So yeah, I have to be honest, I was probably wrong on that. Unless we have some kind of beautiful black swan event, maybe a Twitter of Elon Musk that sets everything on fire. But so far price action has been very slow. Every pump is just being sold on. So yeah, the whole correction move from this all-time high, it looks like it's not over anytime soon, especially not for BTC. So if you're not in a trade right now, to be honest, I would not get in a trade. Just let this play out. If BTC is going to go down again, we might hit this 53 level, could work perfectly as a support. If we do bounce off, then you could take a long position. If we are really breaking the 60k, you could also take a long position. Right now we're kind of in the middle. I wouldn't do it if I were you, so don't follow me in this case, because I still have a trade open, but do not follow me. For ETH, I would also wait until you see more signs of us bottoming out. Could be around this 38.2, could be at the 0.5 or the 61.8, which we most likely going to retrace to, because that's what we usually do. And if we break this level, the top that we placed here, that is also a long signal. So then you could also long to entertain a long. It's quite close to previous high, or it is at the previous high, so we do also need to break that. Really wait until we have the breakout and not a fake out, so that could yeah, that could liquidate you, so be careful, really careful with your stop losses. All right, cool. Then finally, the other stock markets in Europe, all the stock markets are going down, and in US the markets are going up. Yesterday the markets went down, so they're kind of recovering from now, and Europe is usually following the States. So because the States closed lower yesterday, that's why the European markets are now opening and trading lower, and will most likely then trade a little bit higher tomorrow. That is my expectation. Other than that, oil is pumping again, and gold is just weak all over the entire year actually already, and we are again trading much lower than 1800. So yeah, although there's quite some fear, uncertainty and doubt in the market, gold is not really responding, and also Bitcoin does not really act as a safe haven so far. So be careful, guys. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please do me a favor, like the video, subscribe. You will help me out tremendously, and I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow, and something really happens that I will try to fit in a quick update. And if else, you can find me on my main channel, Ray's Finance channel, where I will upload a new video today again, where we're going to talk about when the real estate market will top out. Thank you guys so much, and see you next time. Bye bye.